Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Here's what's ahead for you on a Tuesday night.
Ants are the biggest problem, I guess, because they will get inside your walls for the wintertime. And when they need something to eat, the closest place is the inside of the house.
Pest control. Some of the bugs that typically die from a good freeze haven't this year. That could be a big problem for all of us once it begins to warm up. How best to handle the bugs moving into your home this winter. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am Kevin Uretsky. Sometimes it's hard to think about spring while we're still in the middle of winter, but it might be necessary to start doing so. Your local ABC's Catherine Hessel looking today into a creepy, crawly problem that we could all be facing soon because it simply hasn't been all that cold this winter.
Even though we're kind of wondering if the sun is ever really going to come out again, the truth is we've had a relatively mild winter this year, which means some of the bugs that normally die during a hard freeze haven't. So as soon as those temperatures start to warm up a little more, we can expect to see a lot more bugs. Parts of the United States are literally frozen right now, but not in our area. Unlike last year when rivers were freezing over, this winter has been pretty calm, meaning more bugs have survived the harsh season and will be coming out soon.
As it warms up, the first thing that will pop out will probably be the spiders and the flies.
Point Pest Control Sales Inspector Gary Eisenberg says once the weather starts to warm up, the bugs are ready to reproduce. And the bigger the population of bugs that survived the winter, the more babies there'll be.
The ants are the biggest problem, I guess, because they will get inside your walls for the wintertime. And when they need something to eat, the closest place is the inside of the house.
He says the best way you can prevent all bugs from coming inside is to have your house sprayed about 4 times a year.
To eliminate not only the spider or whatever, the ant, but their food sources. So spiders prey on other insects.
And last year was the summer of spiders.
The hot button seems to be spiders here. That seems to be the biggie. And in the middle of that is the black widow. People really don't like black widows.
He says business will really start to pick up in the next month as the weather changes, but it's better to get your house sprayed now, especially since they're expecting a strong start to the bug season.
That barrier stays strong through the winter. It's ready and still effective as spring hits. If you wait until you have a problem, it's a whole lot harder to get rid of.
So even though it's not really feeling like spring yet, that doesn't mean it's too early to take those preventative measures. In Kennewick, Catherine Hessel, your local ABC.
Thank you, Catherine, and hopefully it won't be all that bad.